Good evening, my friends, and please accept my salutations, for I see in you men and women of peace. I saw the Swamiji speak and the standing ovation you gave him, very well deserved. I am no man of God. I'm a follower of God. I am not a defender of God. I believe God defends me. But I have spent quite a large chunk of my life tending to, documenting, commiserating with, sitting down and holding hands of victims of religion. Many parts of the world, mostly in India. And I firmly believe that because religion can create victims, religion and the people of faith are duty-bound to see that they take care that there are no more victims of violence. And I think it's possible. I came here and was awed by the color, the splendor, the spectacle. Never in my life possibly have I seen my brother Sikhs come in so many races. Asian Indians, white, brown, black, and why not? For God made races, He is not bound by races. I think it's important to remember that. I went out and I saw the teepee of the Native Americans. And all of us have read about it and seen it on TV, but till you see it, you don't realize how tall it is. Until you see an eagle's feather, you don't realize how colorful, what a variety of hues there are in that eagle feather. So for me, this was an eye-opener, and I congratulate those who made it possible. I recall as an Indian, born and bred in India for millennia, that a countryman of mine, much younger than I, without a beard, came more than a century ago to the first Parliament of Religions, Narendranath, now known as Swami Vivekananda. And of course we salute his memory and we take a very possessive pride in him. And he told the West that there's a world you do not know, that there's a civilization you do not know, there are faiths you do not know. A century later, much of what he said has been appropriated, possibly even hijacked. And therefore, when I was looking at the color and the splendor and all these myriad religions and denominations and faiths, I was also looking for some of my own, the tribals of India, the Adivasis, the Dalits, the former untouchables. I was looking for them, and maybe I didn't see enough, I didn't search enough, because they were not obvious. They may be present, but they were not obvious. So I thought I will take my 6 allotted minutes and talk about the missing, the marginalized, the people you should know about and remember and pray about, and ensure that religion is used to free them of the shackles and the bonds. And that is my challenge to the leaders of all faiths. I'm a Catholic. It's my challenge to the Pope and to the Hindus and the Muslims and the Sikhs and everybody else. Can we work to wipe the tears of the Dalits, the untouchables? Every day, 2 Dalit women are raped. 2 Dalit houses are burnt. The number of men abducted, tortured, beyond count. The tribals have lost their identity. They're not even deemed to be human beings some places and sometimes. That is not what God meant us to do, to treat our own brothers and sisters, our own children in this manner. These statistics seem insignificant when you compare it with what is happening in Syria by the IS. But people are also lynched elsewhere on the suspicion that possibly they ate beef or stored it in their refrigerator. No man should die for a suspicion. No man. My dear friends, I fear that the legacy of Vivekananda and Gandhi, of Nehru and Baba Sahib Ambedkar, the man who gave us our constitution, who studied here in the United States, got a doctorate here, that heritage is being suborned. The democracy rooted in constitution across the world is itself being sought to be suborned, and we must fight, Godmen and believers, together to see the democracy sustained, the democracy of political life, the democracy of religions. I think it's very important that we seek this equity, this participatory democracy. I had written a speech, but I don't want to read it. I want to speak from my heart to people I know are for peace. I see TV, I see CNN. I know you want peace. I have a grandson, his name is Kabir. I'm a Catholic. My daughter-in-law is a Hindu. My brother's only child is married to a Muslim. My son, a Catholic, part Syrian Catholic, and his Bengali Hindu wife have a son, Kabir. He's 7. And when I think of which India, which world will Kabir grow up, sometimes I shiver in fear and fright. Will he survive as a human being? And sometimes my heart is so full of love and warmth, for I know Kabir will grow up in a world which 20 years from now would have learned the value of peace again. That Kabir will not be arrested for falling in love with a girl who is not of his faith, of his country, of his color, of his race. That Kabir will not be victimized for what he eats or who he worships. My dear friends and the younger generation, parents of 1 million other Kabirs, and my dear Kabirs, we assure you, we are here to fight for you, to fight with you, to help create a world, since we are all believers here, a world based in faith, based in an understanding of God's abiding love, in which all the Kabirs of the entire world can live, work, marry, love in peace. I wish you peace, my brothers and sisters. Peace indeed.